Good morning, good morning. Let me tell you how my morning started. Woke up, rolled over. I don't know if I had my head bent over or whatever, but my neck's a little stiff this morning. Actually, after I started moving around, it's feeling better, but it's a little stiff. And then I go to grab our mail so I can bring that with me today, so when I'm working in a tiny shed or unloading trucks, I could be paying some bills that are probably past due. Get outside, I dropped the mail on the ground, so not good, not good. Hoping to get an early start this morning out in the field. Foggier than all fog. Everything's really wet and damp right now, so no combining corn yet, but we can get things started. Cooper wants me to bring a semi out to the field we're going, get everything staged out. This is old Elmer, been a good truck. I think it's a 1995 Freightliner. I shouldn't say I think, because I know it is. Gotta remember how to run everything. Wipers. Eee doggy. One side squirting water, the other side isn't, so we'll have to figure out what's going on with that. It's kind of nice to have window squirter in your trucks. But anyhow, went to grab the battery for the camera and I realized they were back in the house. I had to go back in and get them. Just kind of running around today, getting the morning started, but we hope the sun comes out, burns this fog off. But as you know, we know, I know, Mother Nature, you cannot control it. It's going to do its own thing. So until the sun comes out, we're going to be twiddling our thumbs for just a little bit. Just got out in the cornfield here. Cooper's picking me up. But these stalks are wet, very wet. So we're going to have to wait till they dry out. You can just see how wet they are. Since it's kind of foggy out and yucky out and damp out, we can't start the combine right now. We're going to move things over in the field and kind of get ready. But right now with the fog lifting, it actually feels like a little drizzle. Ugh. Then I get in the trucks and I won't be able to see out because everything's covered in wetness. We are putting Midland two-way radios in all our equipment, so then when we're running around we can talk to each other. You guys know what's going on. As you guys know, we've worked with Midland for some years now. We really like how reliable they are. In the distance we get out of these two-way radios is very impressive. We got some farms that are, oh, they're not super far away, but probably 14 miles away. And it's nice when we still can be up here at the home place and talking to the guys out in the field. And I've gone probably 25 miles away and still been able to talk. And that's very nice when you're out here in the field. The nice thing is when you pull into the field with the truck, I can talk to the grain cart driver. Hey, what truck's full? He can talk to me, or sometimes I'm going on the road and I see him heading towards the semi with the grain cart. I can get on the radio and say, hey Zach, if you could wait 2 minutes, I'll be there, and then you can just dump on me. I won't have to get out of the truck. I can have the tarp open and boom, I can be gone. So it just makes it really nice when you can correspond with the Midland radios. Well, we have 2 of the 4 semis out in the field now. I think we're going to bring one more out. Oh, wish this fog would hurry up and burn off. We're still working on that one number. That's very weak. That's this one here. So we'll jump in with little Ellie and Cooper. Hey girl, you gotta let me in. Well, now we are in the 1995 Volvo semi. Oh shoot. Oh, speaking of semi, we're back in another one with the Midland two-way radio. This is the speaker I was talking about when we're talking on the two-way radio here. I think these radios here, and let me double check, I know they're like 36 miles range, you know, if you don't got a bunch of stuff in the way. but these radios go a long, long ways. So we're gonna back this truck up here. I really don't want to back in the grass, but my mirrors are all dewy and I can't see, so I'm breaking all rules. If the boys don't see me, we shouldn't get in too much trouble. We're going to start unloading this load, but I want to take a moisture test on this. This was here the other day. It sure feels nice coming out, so I don't think I have to worry about sticking up in the wet holding. I don't want to start the dryer up for, there's only like 400 bushels in the truck. Coming in, Ellie. All right, it looks like it's go time. It's go time. The frost, oh, where am I coming to a frost? It's 80 degrees, we don't have frost. But we have what we called fog this morning. You can cut it with a knife. You can move it out of the way. Made everything wet, damp. I don't know if you can see all the birds up there. I'm not sure what they're doing. Once we start that leg up, that'll shake them away. I don't know what they're doing. But Cooper started. And I'll have to introduce you guys to the new driver for the little grain cart this year. His name's Kevin, and that is Cole's wife's Neva. That is her brother. So he's coming down to help us some during fall when he can. So we welcome him aboard. Today he's getting to know the tractor, running around, kind of getting to know things, which is really, really nice. But I'm going to jump in this truck, get it charged up. This is the brand new Wilson trailer that was brought out this year. Kind of one to try. I'm really anxious, very anxious to try it out. We got to be careful with this thing. We do not want to scuff it. We want to make sure it still looks like brand new when we're done. Hopefully everything's working now. I jumped in the little tractor beside us. I have not ran that cart at all this year. It's got remote control unit, and then it's hooked up to our hydraulics. Anyhow, I started it up, plugged it up. Well, I called Cooper first. You'll figure it out, Dad. I've never ran it. It's kind of nice to have a little go through on it before you at least play with it empty. But hopefully got things going now. I'm still questioning on that cart if maybe a slip clutch or something's acting up, but we're gonna play with it, find out. Maybe I'm just rushed it too much through that load. We're gonna run this part of a load up. I want to get the grain dryer started. I know during harvest everybody's in a hurry, but sometimes you just got to take time to make sure everybody understands the piece of equipment they're running. And like I said, you jump in a tractor you haven't ran hardly ever, and then expect a guy to figure out a cart that he's never ran. I guess I'm one that just rather take that moment than fly through everything and then have issues and then complain. But I know Cooper's out there combining now, so hopefully everything goes good. We can keep the ball rolling. And then with this pit acting up from day one that we don't know what we're doing, we don't know how to run it, and blah, blah, blah. And the guys that supposedly know how to run it don't even know how to run it, but telling us we're doing it wrong. Well, they can't even get it to work. Them little things kind of irritate you, to be honest. All right, what are we doing wrong, guys? Tell us, tell us, tell us. Well, we don't know. There's got to be a happy medium. Well, then show us, show us, show us. Well, we don't know what we're doing either. Well, let's get things started here. We're gonna go start the grain dryer now. We just need to calm down a little bit, slow down, it's okay. Don't need to get the old blood pressure boiling too much today. But we're gonna start the dryer now, and let's hope from this moment on, the day goes smoothly. I am really glad to see though, the sun is out. We got a breeze, a light breeze. That's good. Gas is on, gas Gas is on, so let's get the dryer going. What was that noise? Oh, it made a thump. Hopefully there's not a raccoon in there that got in the motor. Looks like it kicked in. The burner kicked in, so that's a good sign. Oh, we gotta open up the auger here. We gotta let the corn in. The name of the game is to sound like we got things going, so I'm gonna jump in. Oh, I love that Wilson trailer. Oh, I love that Wilson trailer. That is a nice trailer. So big thank you to Wilson. We'll go through that thing here a little better, but I gotta run out in the field and grab another load of corn. Just kind of getting the day going here. Hopefully got the bugs worked out of the bugs and no more bug eggs making another problem. We just want to keep moving. Looks like Neva just brought up coal. We're gonna stall her just for a minute.
Alright boys, we'll see you guys later, okay?
Bye!
This time of year we do thank Neva and Mama Cornstar for kind of putting up with our running around and stuff, going from field to field. They bring us a lot of foods. Looks like Roman's coming over to eat. He's hungry. So got to keep the group eating. What makes it really hard right now, I haven't heard from anybody back in the field. I'm trying to get the dryer adjusted, trying to get all that taken care of, and I have no clue if everything's full out in the field, if they're even moving. So it makes it kind of a little confusing right now. And I'm in a little wetter corn. This last load tested 21 to 22% moisture. So I'm really having to watch the corn dryer to get everything adjusted, so I don't hopefully get too much of this wet corn. All right, we're gonna bring this load up. Whoa, look at that. Slow down, slow down. I don't know what the rush was there. Wow. They're boogieing along. Lower down. Whoa. Thought that was a rodeo buffalo come running in. I thought that looked like a flying buffalo coming in.
Corn's looking great!
Is it?
Yeah.
Good, good. We can get her a little drier.
Turn that back on. You're gonna have to ride out with me into the field next time. All the semis are full.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I just had Cole bring me out here to the field. All 4 semis, I guess, are just about full, so I'm gonna bring one up. He's gonna bring one up. Try to keep the ball moving. We're gonna look in the bin here where we need to blow air later. Oh, it's hot in here. Oh, it's hot in here. Probably at least another 5,000 bushels before we're out to the edge. Cole's gonna run out. I really apologize if I've been yelling at you guys. I had my earphone, my headset on. We know one other guy that's got basically the exact same pit. Brakes weren't all the way off yet. Cole was trying to take off. But we know one other guy's got the same pit, so we kind of know how things are working there. Cole, he just brought in the new Wilson trailer. It's running about 3 points drier on moisture than the in-rows. So we're gonna transfer it up to there instead of the wet holding tank. That way we can, because the wet holding tank, it takes me longer to dry that. So I want to get all that dried through the dryer before we go over to the little dryer corn, and then I should be able to speed up the dryer to get it out faster. But we need to switch that over, the leg, instead of going over to that bin now, we need to switch that to the overhead above us. And then that way, once we get the wetter corn dried, then we can shoot this through. So I need to look at this. Overhead is number 3, so we need to run this to number 3. Should be good. So let's go switch everything on in there. and then we'll come out and make sure it's going to the right spot. I always get nervous thinking you pulled the wrong levers or something, goofed something up. During harvest, it's a lot of running around checking moisture. Once we get some good dry corn, then we can just put it in the bin safe, but right now we're not at that point. We need to turn on the load out. Bin, load out. Now let's look out the window. Make sure we're not burning belts off that big one. That big belt pulley, we always keep a bunch of new ones. A bunch of new ones. Just because. Tell you, it's sure nice now having these Midland radios. Our trucks and everything got the permanent ones in them, but I can run around with a handheld so I can hear kind of what's going on. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Oh, you guys got good ears, but it's noisy here. I want to run up, check the overhead, just to make sure we don't overfill it, which would plug the system. So come along for the ride. We gotta go up there yet. Seems like this thing gets taller and taller. Maybe I'm getting shorter and shorter. Come along. Oh, this is scary. You can kind of see how high we are. We're not even all the way to the top yet. Kind of see the corn. I don't know if you can see the yellow lights over there flashing. That's where Cole, Zach, no. Back it up, back it up. Look out where you're going. Don't run into anything. Zach, Cooper, Kevin are out there. Cole's below me. Cole's way down there. You can kind of see how far he is. So you guys can kind of see why there's certain things we're concerned about when you're a long ways from up above. Well, I think we'll should be able to get everything in the overhead in here, or in the pit, I should say. This is. How much is left? You got what? Okay, we're good then. We better call her quits. Yeah, once the pit's empty, won't put any more up. I think we better call it quits on that bin. I don't want to overfill it.